Hitotsu, be humble.
Is that a word?
I don't know. Yeah. No,
It's
not at 9. not 10, not 9. 11 o'clock is a good time to go eat food. Come on.
Are you recording on the main one? No. Are you is it on? Are you on scene main? Are you on the main?
So
Okay.
this is how it's gonna start.
I guess this is how it's gonna start. Because
Trace, are you doing it right? Yeah, we can't
Yeah.
see the monitor anymore.
No, so Trace is not tech savvy as we thought he was. Yeah. So yep. But welcome to another episode. Happy holidays to anybody that's listening to this before Christmas. We are recording this
or even after Christmas. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's, yeah.
And even afterward, Happy Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day.
No.
We won't worry about those.
We won't worry about those.
Okay.
Just happy holidays to anybody that is watching. Hopefully you are safe out there. So today's topic is on the WMAKP. Thank you for joining us again. Is 8 phrases to live by. I think this one is pretty cool.
Eight's a lot.
8's a lot. So we don't know how long
that's a lot.
episode's going to be, but
Man, how can I govern my life with 8 rules? There's people in religion that already do it, Ten Commandments.
So these phrases are 10 Commandments.
When you say 8 phrases to live by, what's your first thing that you go to, right?
True.
Phrases to live by.
I see.
What do you choose? What is your goal in life? What are you going to choose?
I think this isn't more of a goal. This is more of a how to keep yourself healthy.
Healthy? Okay.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Because for us, we're martial artists, but we also do extracurricular hobbies, right?
You combined 2 words there, pal.
For one, you used to do soccer a lot. Right?
Yes, I was a good soccer player.
Right? I did tons of sports. I did football, wrestling, track, basketball, volleyball, tennis. Did I say soccer?
No.
Soccer, baseball.
He did all of it.
I did a lot. So, just in a way to keep yourself mentally healthy, physically healthy, and just some important things to just remember when you're having a tough time or you're thinking too hard on yourself,
Yes. All right. So what is our 8? What is it called?
So for us in our karate school, I know this isn't just in our karate school. This is in other karate schools as well.
In our karate school, we follow a program.
Yep.
Right. We come from a what would you call it? A organization. Sorry.
Organization.
Yeah. I couldn't think of the word there. Right. We train within an organization.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The organization we train under, Jundokan International.
Yep.
Right. And every time we have a meeting, a training together, we always close out with these 8 phrases.
No
matter what we do, we always close out with these 8 phrases. Yep. So would you like to?
I'll start.
Yeah,
so this is called the Dojo Kun for us. The Dojo's sayings, I guess, is a
Dojo. I think it was Dojo rules.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good way to put it. Rules. Yeah.
The title of this podcast is 8 Rules to Live By.
Yep.
Dojo rules. It makes sense. But at the same time, to me, when I hear that, I would think dojo rules.
Mm-hmm.
Inside the dojo, stuff like that. So it's a little bit more than that. It's honestly, it's
just something to live by. It really is.
Things to strive for in life.
So the first one is what we always want to remind our younger kids.
So before that, we always say something before. There's always an extra word in front of it.
So the extra word before this is called hitotsu, means 1, rule 1. And then it goes rule this. So hitotsu means here's the rule. And then it goes.
Yes.
Here's the rule. Here it goes. So that's what hitotsu means. If you didn't know that.
Yeah. I kind of knew that.
Yeah.
I kind of knew that. I kind of didn't. I knew it stood for, this one and then something like that. I didn't know it meant exactly rule. Yep. But it's a Japanese word.
It is a Japanese word.
It's kind of always been a part of the Dojo Kun from all that I ever remember.
Oh yeah, no, it hasn't changed at all.
But every single one of these, we're going to start with hitotsu, right?
So
am I saying that right?
Yeah, you're saying it right.
Okay. I say my Japanese is terrible. It's always been terrible, and it's gotten a lot better. That's for sure.
Before we start, though,
okay,
I just love this stuff. This stuff here, I just love. I'm just not a sponsor.
The light
stuff is the best. This is not a sponsor by no means. And if for people who are listening to this on Spotify or Amazon Music,
water,
it is body armor.
Body armor, yes.
For me, body armor light. I just love this stuff so much. I wish they would sponsor us. You know how cool if Body Armor sponsored us?
Dude, their drink is fantastic. I like it so much more than something like, any of the other recovery
I like
drinks.
it more than Gatorade.
Right. Any of the other recovery drinks that are on the market, there's nothing that compares. They're either too sweet or, or they just too artificial or something like that, like the color.
Yeah.
This is just all natural stuff.
Good stuff.
And it's just so...
okay, yeah. Anyways.
But back to it.
But Dojo-kun, so we'll say this all at the beginning here. We'll say it all and then we'll break these down. So Dojo-kun, hitotsu, be humble and polite. Hitotsu, train considering your physical strength. Hitotsu, practice earnestly with creativity. Hitotsu, be calm and swift. Hitotsu, take care of your health. Hitotsu, live a plain life. Hitotsu, do not be too proud or modest. Hitotsu, continue your training with patience.
Fingers crossed we were on your cam there. Zoomed in on his
I think
face.
so. Yeah, Chase says yes.
Yes.
Okay,
all
we're
right.
good.
Woo! We love our camera guy. We love him. Can we get a heart for
We
Trace?
just need like actual like good camera so we can get like this blurred background,
At some point. Hey, I mean,
Man.
we don't even need a blurred background anymore.
I know we got
got a
nice stuff, but I'm just
look at
saying.
these.
I know,
Beautiful.
they're nice. They're really nice.
Hot. Hot.
Okay.
Yes.
So the first one, Dojo-kun, hitotsu, be humble and polite.
Sounds fairly straightforward. Pleases and thank yous, right? Showing respect.
But in adult world, here we go.
Adult world.
Ooh. So being humble. Yes, there are times when you know more. There are times when you are smarter. There are times when you're more physically gifted. There are times when you are superior in a lot of ways, right? But there are times when you just have to step back and just relax, go with the flow, and be humble. That's being patient. That's a big thing because I know a lot of athletes are, they say, oh, this man is so humble or something like that. But what does that mean?
Well,
that means, go ahead.
No, continue.
Okay.
Finish your thought.
So,
please,
being
please.
humble is really just giving back, being able to understand where other people are coming from, being able to understand that you are different than these other people.
I like that. I really like that. But I wouldn't say for me that's the definition of being humble.
Really?
Right?
Oh, okay.
My definition of being humble is respecting others' opinions.
But that's where the polite part comes in.
Yeah, well, to me, it's kind of, for me, that's always been a similar thing. Polite is, I was kind of thinking polite was what you were saying.
Because, right? I mean, they both work together. That's that means I can entail both of these. But for me, polite is just genuinely saying, thank you for your help. Yeah. Even if you didn't need it, if someone's trying to help,
being a genuine person. Yeah.
Just saying thank you. It's just simple as that. You know.
Keep going. You're good.
So you know how some adults or just some people in general don't like people saying no problem. Say thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you.
No problem.
That sounds normal to me.
Right? Honestly. For us, it sounds normal. But I remember reading somewhere where I think it was like the older generation or something didn't like someone that said, oh, no problem. Because, I mean, your welcome means you went out of your way to help that person. But then no problem means, that it didn't matter. I just, doing my thing. And
no problem to me. For me, when I hear somebody say no problem, it means they did actually go out of their way and it wasn't an issue for them.
Oh, thank you. That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Yeah. They went out of their way. They did something extra, and it wasn't an issue for them. They're like, oh yeah, no problem. I absolutely I would have done that for you. For me, I try to add something on to the end of that. It's like, you're welcome. It was no issue for me, or no problem. It's.
I mean, they're both polite though. I don't know why people are saying like, oh, you're welcome is way more polite than no problem.
I don't really like you're welcome. For me, that sounds a little bit. It sounds a little weird to me when I say it.
I don't know.
But
I don't know. But
for me, I want to go back to humble.
Humble?
Right?
Oh, we're going back to humble. Yeah. Okay.
For me, because I want to talk about my definition of being humble.
Yeah, let's listen to it, for sure.
For some reason, there was a recent rap song. I'm not going to repeat anything, but there was a recent rap song where, there was The Rock, and he was talking all about that.
Oh, that one, yeah.
For some reason, whenever you say that now, that's where my brain goes to.
Huh.
But for humble, for me, it's really about how you interact with others, right? Are you able to push yourself down a notch to accept others for either the way they are, the way they act, their attitude. Can you accept somebody for really who they are and what they're going to be?
So let's rephrase this then real quick. Let's do this. Being humble means you're willing to drop to a I
don't like drop.
No, yeah, exactly.
Drop's a harsh word.
So let's do this. Being humble means you are a genuine person. Accepting person. Being polite means it's very simple. You're saying thank you. You are being very
that's the
hard part because they're so similar in ways.
They work
similar.
in tandem very well.
They very do. So if you're being polite and genuine, you are being humble.
Yes.
It's very simple. But if you're being humble and you're saying your pleases and thank yous, you're being polite.
Yes.
So they work so well together. So I think
you can't have one without the other.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly. I think because you can be polite but not be genuine. Yep. And people see straight through that. I mean, straight through that. You can tell. Have you worked in customer service before?
Am I too loud here? Oh, okay. Well, I need to turn myself down. I'll turn myself down here in a moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm good? Okay.
Yeah.
So try to pull away the mic.
Do I need to pull away a little bit more? Is that better?
Okay, if I lower down the
entire volume? No,
Sure.
well, I'll just lower myself on the mixer here in a moment.
Okay.
When he starts talking and you flip to it. back to it. Yeah.
So
customer service.
No, have you worked in customer service before?
I've never personally done it, but I know what you're talking about. It's
so
those people that are like, "Hello,
exactly."
Nice to see you
so it's like
today.
someone working at fast food and they just don't want to be there.
Yep.
You know, you just hearing the voice. Thank you for coming to McDonald's. How can I help you?
Wow.
You know,
very, very on brand to use McDonald's there, John. on brand. He eats a lot of McDonald's.
I don't eat a lot of it. Okay, there's just nothing to eat in this valley.
That's also true.
Okay.
Well, there's nothing to eat past 10 o'clock. We've talked about this before.
That too.
We've talked about this before.
Okay. Anyways, let's move on.
We want to eat food at 11 o'clock at night. not 10, not 9. 11 o'clock is a good time to go eat food. Come on.
Okay.
Right.
Let's move on to the next one.
All right. Go ahead and flip to him. I'm gonna turn down my volume.
Okay. So the next one is training considering your physical strength. Yours should be the one with the little Velcro strap on it. Oh, it's not there anymore. We moved it. Okay, you got it? You gotta go switch to the main one. No, we're fine. Switch to the main one. We're just here vibing. Yep. Just a little bit.
All right. That should be better for myself. I am a little bit loud. You know, I'm a loud guy.
You're a loud person.
I've always been loud. But it works.
It works.
It works when I'm teaching.
All right, here we go. Let's go back to it. So training considering your physical strength. This one is very...
Keep going.
I don't know. I mean, for this one, training considering your physical strength, you have to be considerate in your own health. I think that's the best way to put it. You have to be considerate of your own health. Whether I'm going to change this one up a little bit, but it's between your mentality, spiritually, physically.
So see, we have one later on contributing to your health. So I agree on this one. It should be about your health, but considering your physical strength, right? Physically, are you able to do this, right? Which plays very, very much into health.
Right.
But
health remember, health can mean so many things. Don't forget that.
Am I peeking still?
Yeah.
Training to your best ability.
Thank you, Chase.
That's what I honestly wanted to go there next.
Okay,
right?
there you go.
Really putting your best foot forward and doing stuff that might be uncomfortable, but you can physically achieve, right? Train considering your physical strength. Physically, are you able to do this? If you are physically able to do this, but it's not something you're comfortable doing, you should be able to push yourself to try that. And that's kind of what, I mean, this one you could also take in a way of self-defense too. Training considering your physical strength, right? What am I physically able to do to defend myself, right? You could take this in so many different directions.
So I guess this one is really about physical,
yeah,
right?
How strong are you physically and like how healthy you are physically. It's really about your body. This one's really about your body. It's not really, it is about your health, but not quite your mental health, because we get into that one later on.
I mean, for me personally though, because anybody can be physically strong.
Yes. Yep.
It is really about, because you mentioned this about, are you able to do it? I think that's where the mentality comes from and spirituality comes from. So in a sense, I think, yes, physically, if you are capable, you should try and do it, even though it's uncomfortable, right? But at the same time, you have to get yourself worked up to do it. And that takes mentality, that takes spiritual prowess to actually do that. So, course. I mean, I think
it works in both. It can be molded. Yeah. It can be molded into what you need at that time.
So, training considering your physical strength, that one can be molded, but I do genuinely think it is about, if you're able to do it, try and do it to the best of your ability.
Push yourself. So push yourself. You know, there should be. I mean, our class. Well, I want to specifically talk about our classes, right? Okay. Which usually are about 45 minutes long. 45 minutes. You don't realize it's not a lot of time.
There's not.
You don't have a lot of time in class. Take that class seriously, right? Train considering your physical strength. Your physical strength should allow you to push yourself through the entire 45 minutes. If that's the only activity you're doing that day, you should be exhausted.
In a sense, anybody. Yes, do we coast when we're tired?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
I did it today.
Of course. But in a sense, you should be able to push yourself if you want to achieve greater. If your coach or someone has to push you to do it, you shouldn't be doing it.
I don't disagree with that, but I want to add on to that.
Okay.
Right? Your coach should never be pushing you. Your coach should be motivating you.
See, that's the difference, though. That's the difference, though. If your coach constantly has to motivate you, constantly has to push you, why are you doing it?
I like that pushing and motivating are two different things to me. Pushing you to do something is forcing someone to achieve something.
No.
Right? But if I'm motivated to do something, if I'm pushing myself to do something, am I going to want to do it?
Yes, because you're motivating yourself to try and get it done.
See, I separate those two things in my head.
I don't, because, okay, so for me, when you're coaching an athlete, you have to be the motivator. You have to be the person that pushes them. So you have to do both of them at the same time. In order to motivate someone to push them, you have to give them a goal, something to strive for. That's a motivation.
Yes.
Then you help them push to notice that motivation so that they can push themselves and motivate themselves. Okay. So they are the same thing.
Yeah. Because what I was going for was you motivate the student. You say, this is your goal. This is what you want to achieve. I'm going to give you the tools to do that. It's up to you to push yourself to that goal.
Right? You can't always.
But obviously that doesn't always work too. You know, I've had times where it doesn't work. I think that's what you were about to say, right?
No, I'm not about to say that. I'm trying to say here, when it comes to motivation, and wow, we really got off topic.
It's fine.
But
we'll get back to it.
To that point, the students, the athletes or a pro athlete, whoever it is motivated to push themselves to a greater heights. If a coach has to wake them...
This could be an entire podcast episode on itself, so we should stop.
We should stop here. Yeah. But if a coach... I want to get someone on for this one. I know a lot of people that are like
motivated,
this, yeah. But if you have to be the motivator and the pusher...
Well, we have a third party here now, so we can decide. We can just use a deciding factor.
We'll move on. We'll move on. Yeah, we'll move on. Okay.
Next one.
That was a little too much. Yeah. Sorry, because when it comes to sports stuff, man, it's
different. Sports is different for everybody.
Very.
We're all different shapes and sizes. Yeah. We all are doing a different type of the sport. We're all doing different. I mean, we all train in karate, but we do different aspects of the sport in karate.
So this part's going to tie into the next one.
Yeah.
Practice earnestly with creativity.
Yes.
That's where that's what I was actually trying to get to, was to connect it to this part.
Yeah.
Because in order to motivate yourself, you have to be able to change things.
Keep it interesting.
So, I mean, like for this podcast stuff, I needed to change things up because I wasn't feeling motivated, and we got this. I'm not going to lie. Like, I just needed something to push myself where I can keep on making episodes, because sometimes setting everything up, I get cranky.
My favorite story is we were about to paint this wall, and we got carpet on the floor. He was so excited to get the wall painted. He didn't lay down any paper. He started opening the thing. And usually I'm the one that gets all excited and ready to push full steam ahead. I'm just like, John, slow down. And it's great to see though, because it's not all the time you're motivated about things, but I haven't seen you this motivated about something.
I know this is for
something personally, I guess. This personally.
That's true. That is very true.
This excited about something in a very long time. So it's very
I think if we can spread this out, this can help a lot of people. in a lot of different ways, not just, in education, but just mentally and physically. But but training with, creativity, earnestly and creativity. Earnesty, that's the important part in my opinion in this whole phrase. So, earnesty. You have something. You have something. Okay.
Earnesty.
Yes.
That word.
Yes.
What does it mean? I need a dictionary definition.
Trace, please search it up and define it for us, because I cannot define earnesty right now.
That's an interesting word, because honestly, first time I ever heard it, karate. Last time I ever heard it, probably still karate. I haven't really heard it anywhere else.
I think if I remember right, I don't know the exact definition, but earnesty means genuine. I think that's the synonym for it, I want to say.
It is resulting from a showing sincere and intense conviction.
Conviction.
Conviction. That's a good way to put it.
That's a good word right
That's
there.
a good word. So,
yeah.
Thank you, Trace. Thank you very much.
Love the guy behind the camera again. Let's give him another heart. Please, in the comments, can you, we got this at some point. Can we get a "We Love Trace"?
Yes, we got one of those. Shout out to Polar Gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we love Trace.
Crew and Maddox's family. They're fantastic family.
Yeah, they've been listening to every single episode so far, so very happy about that.
Yeah.
But no, this is going to be a long episode.
Yeah.
It is going to be a long
episode. We're going to keep going.
Yeah.
Because we're only 3 down. And it's 8.
But conviction and creativity. I think that's a great way to put it.
Train with conviction.
But
Push yourself.
this all lays back into what we were saying before. It is
practice earnestly with creativity.
Yep.
Yeah. Next one.
Next one is, go ahead, Alex.
Hitotsu, be humble. See, when you go out these slow, it gets really messed up.
It does. Be calm and swift.
Be calm and swift.
Be calm. So this really relates to when you're freaking out, when you have a bunch of anxiety going on, when you are stressed. You have to find a way to cope, relax, and then make decisions.
What is swift?
Being able to make quick decisions.
Quick decisions?
Quick decisions.
Quick decision. That's something incredibly difficult to do, especially under the pressure.
Oh yeah, quick and effective decisions. That's what we teach though. Is that we put you guys in small bits of pressure here and there, and then we accumulate it. So that means when you have to do the real thing, it's less pressure. Of course, is there still gonna be pressure when your life is on the line?
Of course.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
What we at our karate school, what we teach is we teach real self-defense. We
to the best of our ability.
To the best. I mean, none of us have gone out into the street.
I'm not going to go out of my way to fight someone.
Exactly. We haven't gone out into the street, gotten into a fight to test it. Maybe Trace. He's giving us a thumbs down. No. We none of us have done this.
No, that's where the other pieces of the dojo could come in, because even throughout school, everybody knew I did karate, but no one. Even through high school, no one tried to pick a fight, because that's where all the fights happen.
Oh yeah, high school.
But no one tried to pick a fight with me, because I was being genuine with everybody. I was being nice with everyone.
There was people that didn't like me that almost tried to pick fights with me.
I remember that. Then your mom came in and talked about it. No. Was something else?
My mom never. She talked about it maybe.
Right. She talked about it.
It was a few of my friends that I was close.
Friends.
I was close friends with the quarterback in junior high. So there was kids that wanted to jump me, I think, at some point, and they're just like, no, you will. If there's 4 of you, you probably still will all lose. Because at that point, I think I had broken my friend's rib by accident at least once. He was a football player, so we were doing stupid stuff. Because
thinking he was all like, I'm a lineman.
Yeah, and I think he came and tackled me, and I took him over, slammed him on his back, and he's like, oh. He's one of the nicest people I know. I love him to death. So. Good friend of mine.
No, this one though, be calm and swift, really relates to everything else at the top. Just knowing how to be calm in tough situations, I think, is the hardest part. Whether it's anxiety, whether it's depression, you have to be able to stay, somewhat stay calm. Of course, no one's going to be like perfectly calm in those situations, but being able to make positive, quick decisions, I think that's really, really important.
I'm going to redeem myself now.
Okay.
Hitotsu, take care of your health.
There it is.
I redeem myself.
I think this is the hardest one to live by.
Take care of your health.
I'm not going to lie. This is the hardest one to go by. Why? Because we're all human. We love food. We love doing dumb things once in a while, no matter who you are.
As an adult, you like to drink. That can be unhealthy.
It can be if you.
Yep.
But
Trace likes to play with knives.
Well, okay. Let me say this real quick. let me say this part real quick. Everything a little bit at a time is fine, but a lot of
everything in moderation.
Thank you. Everything in moderation is very important. But
that's what you're going for.
Yes, I couldn't find moderation. I couldn't find that word. But everything, so a little bit in moderation is okay.
No, everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation is okay.
Yes, everything in moderation.
But one thing of a lot of it is very unhealthy.
Excessivity.
Is that a word?
I don't know. Yeah. No.
It's not a word, Alex. Excessively?
Excessively. I want to say too much of something, an excessive amount
excessive
of something.
use of something is very unhealthy.
Very unhealthy, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. And you can have an excessive amount of karate in your life.
Oh yeah. That was me.
Yeah,
that was me.
That happen,
right? There was at one point where I was training 5 days a week, whether it was going to the gym, whether it was training out in the dojo. Sometimes I would go in the morning, train during my regular class, and train after my regular class sometimes. Or I would train out in the dojo really early in the morning and train after, later in the evening.
Yep.
That happened like 3-4 years in a row, and I
mean,
just couldn't handle it
days,
anymore.
When I used to clean the dojo a long time ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I would come in on Saturdays sometimes, and he would be out there training. Him and Sensei would be out there sitting there, and he would be doing tournament kata over and over and over again. I would just sit there and watch him, just like, what is this guy doing? It's like slamming his head against the wall over and over again.
It was a lot back then. So, but taking care of your health, that's really important, especially for us now that we have bad knees. Yeah. So
fun.
But staying healthy, I think, is one of the hardest things to do, in my opinion, because once you get lazy, you get lazy. I remember that happening to me for 2 years, and it's just like it got really unhealthy. So
I mean, this is pretty bad, but I'm getting to the point where I'm pretty unhealthy, but
but I think
I need to come back.
And then part of taking care of your health is also do with mentality.
Mental health.
Even if you're have really bad anxiety, any depression going on, you need to find something that will help you cope with it, whether it's an extracurricular activity, another hobby. This is one part. I actually wrote. So I made a song in the shower. Not gonna lie, with lyrics. I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna rap it. But there's
you need a guitar?
No, but there's one phrase that I actually made in my head, where I was like, "Oh, this is really smart of me." So part of it is you have to be able to take care of yourself first before you can rely on someone when it comes to mental health. And for that, you have to be able to find something that you can cope with and love, that you can continue to do. And that's where taking care of your health, I think, is really, really important. Like for me, I talk about this a lot because, I'm really open with a lot of things that I say. I'm really open.
He doesn't hold anything back is what he's saying. Yeah. No, there is a filter.
Trust me, there's a filter. There's a filter.
I've heard him. There is a filter.
There is a filter.
But he is very in open book. He lets people know his thoughts.
But there was a point in time where I was very, very depressed.
Yeah.
I didn't go out of the house. I just laid in bed this was in Japan when I was studying abroad because I didn't really have anybody to talk to. And I'm independent. I don't need to talk to anybody.
Male mindset. What a lovely thing.
But then yeah, so there's that
double standards.
Double standards.
Oh, patriarchal. Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah.
But so I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. I was really, really lost. And then I started to open up to my friends that I was talking to. I still talk to them once in a while here and there. But then I woke up one morning, I need to teach karate. I need to go back to karate. And now I'm here for 2 years now after I came back.
Haven't left.
Yep. So no, finding something you love and being able to do it's very, very healthy. If you're feeling any kind of way, I can't help you physically at this point, but I really want to do this one of these days to do a phone call, have someone leave voice messages.
That'd be fun.
That'll be really fun.
But it would be
anonymous, of course.
And
of course.
We wouldn't play the voice on air,
Nope.
But I think
it'll be really fun. But we need a new mixer and more mics.
Yeah.
And new cameras.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the cameras are
fine, but we're at 720p. So.
That's okay.
In this day and age, 1440p is like the standard in this day and age.
No, 1080 is a
Sorry.
still.
Okay,
it's still 1080 is still considered high definition,
true,
John.
True. I'm sorry.
Not 720p anymore.
Sorry.
It was like
but,
recently YouTube was just like, oh yeah, we removed HD from 720.
All right. Next one. Do not be too proud or modest. This is a hard one.
Make sure your head can fit through the door.
That's the part by being not be too proud.
I had a little bit to add to the last one, but that's okay. We'll continue.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, if you are depressed, if you are, overworked, anxiety, find little areas to give yourself a breather. Give yourself a little break. I mean, a day break, like even half a day, will do wonders for you. You have
experience with that.
You don't even know. I mean, I've been working a lot. I've been very, very busy with life and school and work. 2 jobs, yeah. Technically
2 part-time.
2 part-time. I mean, it could still add up to be a lot, and plus a full-time student, right?
Yep, I remember those days.
So, recently I finished semester school.
Congratulations.
Done with that.
Done. Another semester. And how many more semesters?
So nice. Let's not talk about that. I still got 3 years.
All right, shall we move on?
Yeah, let's go. Yep. Do not be too proud or modest. Like I said, make sure your head can fit through the door.
But then you see, the hard part is not be too modest. Learn to talk about yourself.
All right,
we're back to this.
Let's not get into this because we're so terrible at it. I don't think I've mentioned anything about I hate mentioning anything about myself,
especially like I hate mentioning my own achievements.
I hate achievements. I do mention my injury a lot because I can show what can happen if you're not careful.
Yeah.
That's the one thing
Ladies and gentlemen, do not wear socks on wooden stairs, please.
That's true. But also, like, take care of your knees.
Tell me about it.
I talk about that a lot. Anything I've broken, like anything I've hurt, I like talking about that because it could show the danger.
Oh yeah.
But any achievements, I stay away from that.
I know. I don't like talking about it. I do not. Even though you have to learn to hype yourself up to tell your parents what you have accomplished, it's hard.
Not even your parents, just anybody.
Well, parents, like it's like if someone.
Oh, it's
students of parents.
Yeah.
Or if you're a school teacher and say, I have a bachelor's in this, and then I do this on the side. The only reason why you should even talk about your achievements in the first place is so you can relate to someone.
I mean, hey, while we're here, what's some of your achievements, sir? flip it to the John camera.
We talked about all the sports I played. I mean, I wasn't like amazing at all the sports, but I would like to say I was pretty athletic back then.
Mm-hmm.
I still am a little bit.
And that's not all your achievements. Keep going.
And then I went to nationals a couple of times. Was a 3-time national champion.
You were a what? Be a little enthusiastic about that, pal.
Yeah, no. I was a 3-time national champion. It was fun. It was a fun run.
Supposed to.
It was a fun run. And then I went to international competition 4 times and was a 1-time international champion.
You were a what? 1-time international champion?
Stop hyping me up, please. I don't like it.
No,
I know.
I know. He doesn't. Neither of us like it. And then I guess I'll talk about it. Since you did it, I have to do it now.
Please.
I was probably the youngest junior black belt of the time. I was about 10 years old.
Still is.
I pushed myself very, very hard. Annoying little child I was, but I haven't really grown out of that still.
Nope, you have not.
But I pushed myself there. Wasn't really big into the competition side of karate, but good school grades, good grades in school, all that.
I can't say that.
Yeah, I was a solid AB student.
I was a B student.
I played a lot of soccer. I was really good at soccer. I got onto the back when like the Visa
you got
team.
to the elite team, right?
It was like the elite Visa team. I got to the elite Visa team. The only kid on there that could kick left-footed, now gone, right? Hurt my knee when I was 12 years old. So young to do that. I was very athletic when I was that young though. So me and my uncle decided to go whitewater rafting. Stepped in a hole that was dug outside my tent. There goes my knee. And that's kind of
the start of everything.
That's kind of my slowly downhill. Yeah. I don't know. any other achievements? Like I don't think yeah. I mean, I like to think of myself as not very impressive, very ordinary, but there's a lot of things I feel like.
I think there's a lot of soft skills that we have.
Yeah.
That is very good in a sense.
Able to talk to people, I guess.
No, soft skills. I mean, people always mention soft skills, but it is really hard to acquire soft skills.
I think my favorite thing to do anymore is just walk up to random people and just start talking to them.
I used to do that all the time in Japan when I was there. I just don't go out very often now.
I still do it. Like when I'm at the store, I'm just like, hey, what's your favorite drink over here? What do you want me to try?
I always like to do that when I'm talking with the cashier, the person that's making my drink when I go out.
Yeah,
that's always fun.
Talking to cashier, I always like talking to cashiers there.
But I never
They're really interesting people. If you get a chance, talk to a cashier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, the one that's the cashiers that are enthusiastic about being there. First,
I mean, there's a store right next to my house, and I would go there before my day of high school every day, and I would get 2 Red Bulls because I was a healthy high school student. I was very, very, and it was like the 16s because they don't have the 16s anymore. But it was like 16s. The 16s. I would drink one in the morning and then one in the afternoon. Because like I said, I was a very healthy student. But the cashier there she was there from Monday through Friday at the exact time I would always go there. She was the only one doing it. So I know her pretty well. She's really, really, really nice.
That's nice.
Got a cool life story. It was very, very cool, fun to talk to her.
Nice.
So it's just random people. Just go up and talk to them. You'll find out interesting stories about people. You'll be rewarded. You will be rewarded.
Definitely.
We kind of got off track.
We did, but let's go on to the next one.
All right.
Live a plain life.
Live a plain life. I don't like this one.
I do.
I like this one, but I don't like this one.
No, okay, this is the reason why I like it. My dad would always tell me every time he came home, every time we come home, did something interesting happen? I'm like, no, nothing. Good. Because that means you didn't get in a fight. Nothing bad happened. If you live, like, I'm not saying like your whole life you should be plain, but all I'm saying is there are points in time where living a plain life is very important.
I've heard it described a different way.
Really?
Live a plain life means, I don't know who said this, but I heard it as no drinking or something like that.
No,
and I don't know where I heard that from. I might have been out of Gashuku at this point. Yeah, no.
I drink once in a while.
I know now. Yeah, but I don't remember where I heard that from. But yeah, that's kind of why I never really liked this one, was because it was just kind of like, it's a little bit contradicting,
not at all.
But live a plain life to me
describes
to me, be average. Which I don't like the be average
not at
thing.
all.
But that's kind of what I've always associated with. I know it's wrong, but my association with it now is kind of be average. And people always say you don't want to be average. You want to be exceptional. You want to be the next Bill Gates. You want to be the next
No, so living a plain life, like, yeah, there are people that will go out and try to achieve greatness. But at the same time, once you achieve that greatness, it's going to be hard to live a plain life.
Yep.
It's going to be hard to just go underneath the radar and just relax. So I think even though if you're striving...
Hey, the creator of Bitcoin's still doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was never revealed. That's so true. But I don't know. I think living the plain life is really important. It doesn't have to be your whole life, but there are times in your life where you should just nothing bad. If nothing bad happened, that was a good day.
Yep.
Yeah. Last one.
All right.
Continue training.
Continue your training with
patience.
Your training.
Yes.
Right? And this one...
This is training can be thrusted out, and new work can be thrusted in super easy. But consider your training... Continuing your training with patience. I don't want to say consider.
You're getting tired, buddy.
I know. I am getting very tired. Continue your training with... I don't want to say consider. Continue your training with patience.
Yeah, am I good? Okay.
Okay, so continue your training with patience.
We might have. Dojo-kun, he told to be humble polite. He told to train.
Oh, did I forget? No.
He told to train, see if it's a strength. He told to practice earnestly with creativity. He told to be calm and swift. He told to take care of your health. He told to live a plain life.
Oh, we did switch them. You're right.
He told to do not be too proud or modest. He told to continue your training.
Yeah, so we
switched them. We switched them.
But I think it flows really nicely right now the way we're talking. So. Yeah.
Continue your training with patience. I mean, that's just, be patient. No, karate specifically is a lifelong skill.
I think any skill
is lifelong.
Is lifelong. Any skill that you are trying to achieve, you cannot rush. I have a really bad habit of rushing. Like when it comes to like drawing, I'm like, I need to get good now.
Hey,
so then
you did an awesome drawing for my mom specifically, and I need you to flip the 2 words around still.
Oh no, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just haven't sent it to you.
Yes,
I still haven't sent it to you.
She'll love that, by the way.
But
you know, I mean,
yeah,
rushing through things can be a good thing sometimes, though. You know, rush. I mean,
I don't
your
think
type
so.
of rush is terrible, but
no, yeah, true.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, there has to be you have to
English.
Yeah, you have to just relax and go with the flow when you're trying to learn a new skill. Yes, should you keep a good pace to learn a new skill? Of course.
As an adult, you hate failure.
Oh yeah,
and there's never going to be if and buts ors anything about it. You hate failure. I wouldn't say I'm an adult. I'm still a teenager technically. I'm 19. So technically I classify as an adult.
I'm 23.
I don't even classify 18
as an adult.
Yeah.
No,
you can't rent a car.
Internally, I'm like a 16-year-old internally.
Oh, yeah. Also, you can't rent a car.
I have to wait 2 more years to rent a car.
That doesn't really matter. But as a parent, as an adult, you just hate failure. I mean, like I said, I'm not even an adult, and I still hate failure.
I think the hardest part is that you or we, as a whole, needs to realize that no matter what you do, no matter how hard it is, no matter how easy it is, in order to actually achieve something, it's going to take time.
And patience.
And that's where some people forget. I'm not going to point any names out, but some people just forget that it takes a lot of time to achieve something that you want to, especially if it's on a grand scale. So
I mean, recently, the adult class, they're fantastic parents.
Oh yeah, very,
and you know, I've talked with a few of them, and you know, a lot of them have let on the notion that they're a little bit afraid of doing things they don't know.
Of course,
you know, which as an adult makes a lot of sense.
Or anybody,
makes a lot of sense, right? What I've been telling people is you just go for it.
Just go for it.
If it's wrong, we're going to fix it. My favorite thing to tell people, I'm ask them, if it's wrong, and we're gonna, you know, kick you down, beat you up, and then throw you out the door.
Definitely.
You know, and they're like, no. I'm just like, well, then get it wrong.
Part of me, you know how you hear some of those motivational speakers that just do it, just go out and try. Well, that's the hardest part, is to start and actually try.
Yeah.
It's probably one of my least favorite sayings is just go out and just do it. Just do it. That's probably one of my least favorite sayings right now, because it's getting that first step forward is the hardest part. But once you get that first step forward and you stick with it, when you stick with it, then you'll see results as time goes on. But you have to stick with it. You can't just say, oh, okay, it didn't work out in the first week, I quit. You have to stick with it. Of course, as an adult, it's a little bit harder because you got your adult life going on. That's the hard part. But you have to stick with it.
Yep.
You have to. So, yeah. Woo! That was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
I'm guessing, about 50 minutes.
42.
Ooh.
That's actually
close.
not bad.
42 minutes? I
That's
thought
less than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Good.
You know, but hey, we went through it kind of quickly. That's okay. I
didn't think we went through it quickly.
I mean, we broke a lot of it down. Some of it I feel like we could have expanded on more. There's a few we might even make into another podcast episode. You know. So, it was good. That was good.
It was good.
It was good. Definitely needed.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. You
made it through.
You made it through.
You had to listen to our
annoying voices. You made it through
all
the way. I am proud of you, because not everybody does.
Here, have.
Oh, I just want to say on YouTube.
Snickers.
On YouTube, I realized that only 50% of our watchers are subscribed.
What?
Only 50%.
Dude, that means like.
Only 50%.
There was an episode where we had like 75 views.
Mm-hmm.
That means like.
Only 50%.
What?
Yeah.
That means we'd have so many more subs.
Yeah,
you guys
I know.
Should subscribe.
You guys should watch all the way to the end. Everything's good. Yes, we do banter a lot, but it's fun.
Well, you know, this is we started off serious, our first episode, and it's just devolved from there.
Oh, we have to go back to that, by the way. I got a lot more to talk about. In the first episode.
So, well, I guess we'll do a listen along with the first.
No, we're not going to do a listen along
for next live stream. Listen along.
Oh, we could for the next live stream. If you guys don't know, we live stream on YouTube.
Yay!
Our live streams are on are still on there. So we
played Karate Jeopardy
on the most recent one in December. We played Karate Jeopardy.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun.
Our cameraman made it for us.
Yes.
And he's I heard he's gonna make a Wheel of Fortune.
We're thinking about it. We might do a Wheel of Fortune, but we have to have another screen to do that, and that's really hard. So
we'll give it all the work. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but anyways, thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit the sub button and like the video, or if you are on our listening, don't forget to Spotify. Don't forget to follow us and share. Please share and spread this to everybody else. I think the 8 phrases to live by is very, very important to us, and I live by it. I definitely do. So see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining. Peace out.
Later.